The following program is a part of Black Squirrel Entertainment.
98, 99, 100. Oh, I didn't see you there. Welcome back to the College Voice. Shh. Today, we'll be talking about the secret rules of the library.
After that, we'll be learning about a local event that's coming up fast. It's tomorrow, so stay with us.
And later on, you already know what's happening. All that and more on today's episode of the College Voice.
A 1001, 1002. Oh, as somebody who works at the library, I see a lot of people and I see a lot of things. We all know the standard be quiet, but there are a lot of unwritten rules of the library that everyone just knows. Cast, what's an unwritten rule of the library you think should be made official?
I don't think I thought about this once.
Yeah, I don't honestly think
I will say that, I feel like at least on college campuses, if you leave your stuff, no one's touching it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
There's
for
been
the
plenty
most
of times
part.
where I'm like, oh, I can totally just run across to the student center.
I've done that.
And then my friend will be like, but I don't want it to get taken. And I'm like, okay,
It won't.
fine, we'll bring our stuff. But
Yeah,
I
I've seen
can't
a lot of
imagine.
people leave a lot of expensive things.
It's
Yeah.
kind of crazy how, trusting some people are, though. Because I wouldn't leave the
True.
building, but people do leave the building, and it's kind of whack.
Like, we're not in high school anymore. Like, get
I
real.
would sometimes get food really quick, and usually it's fine, but I don't do it often.
It's not a rule, but it's something I've noticed that I think I wish people would stop doing, is a lot of people are taking naps on the couches. And that just kind of gives me an ick.
It
Yeah.
gives me an ick, too.
I disagree. I think that's a great thing to do. I mean, I feel like some people don't have time to actually sleep and go home to the dorms to do it. So I think if they have time to do it in the library, I think that's a good spot to kind of get the load off. Because a lot of people, college is a lot, so I don't blame them having a little nap in the library, honestly.
There's better places to nap on campus, though.
Where?
That is very
There's a
true.
nap pod in the student center.
There
That
is.
is true. There is.
I didn't
below
know
that
that.
thing before, on the ground next to it.
And just catch a vibe, man. Don't blame them.
In the rec, they have
vibes.
a relax pod. I don't know the actual name of it, but basically you go in and it's kind of like that nap pod, but it's immersive. So you can get it to whiffed smells out. It plays immersive music.
What smells?
And you can put on a
Probably,
screen
tree
and
scents,
it's
I guess.
meditation video thing.
Girl, let me go right now.
So
Yeah.
you do have to make a actual reservation
Reservation.
to go, but you can usually get them same day. So.
Wow.
Is this for free?
Like for
I
students?
think all students get 1 or 2 per semester, but I might be wrong.
Wow.
Library guys, how about that, huh?
I'm just only ever in there to print. That's it. And even then,
Same.
I don't like being there. I'd rather go to Creative Lab.
I mean, that could be it. That could be it. But you know what I love when I go to the library? I love to get me a good donut before I get over there.
Yeah.
Honestly, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
When I'm
I
not
think-
pumping iron, I'm eating donuts.
Yeah.
True.
I'm
Well, we
pretty
would be
sure
eating donuts, but
Justin
owes
has
them.
got it.
Justin,
Yeah.
He still owes us them. but
He
has
owes us a
not gotten
lot of
us any.
donuts by now, I feel like. So.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of, specifically in the Kent library, there are so many floors that are just not they
Usable?
don't feel habitable. They
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
wastelands of books and information.
Yeah.
You can't go in there.
Well,
or else
especially
they'll
the
yell at
top
you.
ones, because
Yeah.
those are just like office spaces for like the archives and
Yeah.
the publishers.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like also I think that there's not enough study rooms.
Honestly.
It's annoying that you have to reserve them.
Yeah,
Although
I
I
agree.
understand the need for reservations,
Yeah.
but I you know.
There's some stuff that should just be able to just like be there, and like if it's empty, somebody
got
can just
it.
go in.
I also think it's a little odd that like our esports team is located in the library of
That
all
is
places.
Yeah.
very weird.
To be honest, though, I don't know where you'd put them.
Yeah.
Student center.
Where in?
Literally anywhere. First floor, second, third floor,
But where?
lower level.
Yeah,
know.
where? Like what room?
Any of them?
I mean, I guess there's new retail in the basement.
You just
after-
hear, like, just literally any place on
yeah.
campus, you just hear a bunch of esports kids just yelling at the top of their lungs.
Because I've never
Well,
once
and, like, that's
heard
the thing
them.
about the
It's also
library.
like at 8 p.m.
Yeah.
True.
Sports team in the library.
If it's
Is
the
there-
library,
yeah.
If it's even.
I mean, but it's on a different floor. Isn't it like an encased, like soundproof room with like that slanted window or whatever?
There's like study
Might be.
spaces on the same
But it's
floor.
also right next to the financial aid stuff, which I think is a
Okay.
little weird.
Okay.
Like you look, it's like, oh, there's the esports thing. You turn 90 degrees. Oh, there's the financial aid.
I also think the financial aid office is located in a very strange like position.
Yeah, financial, or yeah, one stop. No, they changed the name.
Really?
It's like just the financial
Yeah.
aid and billing center or something.
Yeah.
Which is-
Financial billing and enrollment.
So dumb, because One Stop was such a better name.
Because I have to send people on a phone call to them all the time.
Oh, me
Nobody,
too.
Oh, yeah.
nobody knows that you actually shouldn't contact admissions for everything.
I had their number memorized.
It's real.
Okay, so to switch the conversation, let's go back in time real quick.
Okay.
Remember when you were first into college? It was maybe eye-opening, or maybe it was like the most terrifying moment of your life. So I'm curious, Cass, what was like the most shocking thing about college that you remember from your freshman year?
Well, I'm still in my freshman
I was gonna
year.
say,
so
Yeah, like
Ooh.
still here.
Yeah, even like just like coming in the first day, like what was like shocking? Like, oh shoot, this is college, you know?
I learned that you can't have tasers. Because my friend had one and I borrowed it and I tased myself with it.
Of course you did.
Somebody heard the taser and they called the cops on us.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
Wow.
That's that's kind of crazy.
First week of classes, by the way.
Right?
Oh.
okay.
I was really scrawny back then too.
Thank you.
I mean,
I was gonna say, like, when I first came here, the friends that you make the first day, they're not there for the rest of the
Oh
year.
goodness.
Yeah.
Unironically, me, Vinny, Kramer all met on the first day, and we're all still
That's
friends.
awesome.
But other than
And
that,
Alexis.
Alexis, but he doesn't go here anymore. Shout out.
Shout out.
Rest in
But
power.
other than
or
that,
peace.
nah, I don't talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Really.
Like, I made a good friend group, and then I never saw them again after that. I was like, oh well, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, that's how like my DKS group was. Is like we were super close over the summer. Like we literally had a giant group chat where there was like 20 of us, and we would be sending out messages like every day, being like, "Oh, we only have 60 days left until we start school,"
oh my
and then
goodness.
it just turned into this like thing, and then we got to school and we never hung out once.
Well, I feel
There's-
like you don't know them enough to, like, you're making some pretty
Yeah.
wild, baseless judgment calls. But as soon as you get to campus, you kind of realize the things about these people. That happened with my freshman year roommate. I just chose him on a whim because we like got along once or twice. But he was a crazy guy. I got some stories about him that I can't say on TV because they're just that crazy.
Oh my goodness.
He got kicked out of our building.
Oh goodness.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't want to know.
I do want to know.
Well, short story is he beat someone up in a drunken rage.
Oh.
Oh.
Right.
Wasn't me.
Oh.
Sounds nice.
Nice.
I would have, beat him up too because I'm so buff. And
Oh my god.
Anyone else have a story?
I think the most shocking thing for me, I mean, going into it, I kind of came in with it knowing that, like, the roommate situation is something you absolutely can't take lightly. But what I figured out was that you should always ask more questions before you agree to rooming with somebody. Because during my winter break, my roommate just moved out and didn't tell me and then blocked me on everything. Right. So, if I have any warnings to give to bright-eyed incoming freshmen, don't ask more questions.
Don't ask for
Don't ask.
No, ask more questions. Don't not ask questions.
Like literally have a list of questions that you have to ask them, and that list
Yeah.
needs to be long.
You should really vet the people you live with. I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
I got lucky with my roommate because I random roommate, and I got quite possibly the nicest person I've ever met.
Oh, absolutely.
My roommate last year. So that was like a big thing that I was like really worried about. I'm like, oh, I don't really know what I'm getting myself into, but getting there and being like, oh, this dude's so chill, I was really happy, and that kind of like made me realize that I'm like, oh, we'll be fine. So.
Honestly, it's just, for me, it's very, very simple, but it's just the difference between going from like your senior year of high school into your freshman year of like college. Like even just like stepping on campus and like just going to like Lake Hall for the first time, I'm just like, wow. Like literally just no words but just that, because like it's just like, it's just very different. Like you definitely feel it within like not even just moving, but just the first day.
And I feel like one of the biggest shocks is how easy it is to just like give up on having a healthy diet.
Oh yeah, no, that's true.
Like I had cookies and burgers for dinner every day for like up until Thanksgiving break, and then when I finally went home and I had like nutritious food and a whole Thanksgiving dinner, just my body was not handling it well.
I feel like some people would get very tired of like campus food like really quick. Some people don't, but also some people do.
That's true.
You gotta get used to it too. Like I don't eat campus food anymore, and once like 3 times now I've tried hippie chicken again, and every time I just get the worst stomach ache.
Oh,
I think that's
think you-
also hippie chicken.
yeah,
Yeah, I
you
think
might
that's
need
just
to,
a fault of hippie chicken.
Yeah.
may need to stop.
I'm more of a recharge person myself.
I mean, hey,
Understandable.
whatever works. But don't go too far, because we have a special guest coming up next.
Welcome back. We are here with a special guest, Joe Burns. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty fantastic. Woke up, Rockoff first thing on my mind, and I appreciate you guys for taking me in
Yeah,
on
so
this.
tell us about yourself and a little bit about Delta Sigma Pi.
So I'm the vice president of marketing for Delta Sigma Pi, and Delta Sigma Pi, or DSP for short. In the past, we haven't really had marketing events, right? And I'm in a couple bands. I've had some experience with music, and one thing is that the local bands around here don't really get much influence, not much publicity, and I think DSP would be a nice segue to get them out there. So we came up with a Kent Rockoff to kind of get them out there.
Cool.
So yeah.
Going on past that, what got you involved in local music and got you involved in playing in these bands that you're a part of?
Involved in local music, I don't know. I transferred here last semester, and my first thing, I wanted to do 2 things. Join DSP and start a band. And I got those done within the first week. But I've been playing drums since I was 12, and I don't know, music's just always been a passion of mine. It's freaking awesome.
What made you choose the drums?
Honestly, I don't even really know. Oh yeah, so I was at a concert in 6th grade, my sister's band concert, and I saw this guy just absolutely rip a crazy drum solo. And I looked to my grandma and I was like, "Hey grandma, I want to do that." And she's like, "Those are too loud." But I ended up making something work out. So.
That's wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. So, okay, the question of the day. What is the Kent Rockoff?
The Kent Rockoff, there's a lot of levels to it, and that's a great question. So the Kent Rockoff, at its core, is a battle of bands.
Okay.
10 bands competing against each other for $1,000, right? But the main premise of it is to advertise local businesses, advertise local bands, and we're working with a local charity, PCLC or Aspire, and they help kids get their GEDs. So the Kent Rockoff is everything, really.
Yeah, it's
It
everything.
gets everybody involved in the community, and we do marketing for local businesses, and they have tables. The bands are going to have tables. So it's really just a time for everybody to get around and just have a good time,
Yeah,
just
that's
enjoy
wonderful.
life in the community.
So what made you come up with the idea of the Rockoff and kind of inspired you to use DSP as a platform to make it what it is?
So the Rockoff, funny thing, there used to be something called the Tri-C High School Rockoff, which is what Live Nation used to host at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It brought all these high school bands from all around Ohio together, And it was a community, right? And all these bands performed every year, and they looked forward to it. They would practice all year for this thing. Last year, they stopped doing it. And I know a couple of people from my old high school that I used to play at this contest with, and they're like, yeah, it really sucks they don't have a community like that anymore. And I think DSP was a really nice way to introduce this, because now we have a whole team that can bring this back to life and bring that community aspect back.
That's really cool. That's so interesting. So on the back end of things, so you said sponsors. Who's the sponsors? Like, who's getting involved? Who's working behind the scenes of this event?
So our biggest sponsor is actually Woodsy's Music, and I was a little nervous to approach them, but I kind of went up to them. I was like, hey, we're doing this crazy thing, and we need help. And also, baby, will you sponsor for us? And they're like, yeah. After talking with the owner, they're giving us over $6,000 in music equipment.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
the Dusty Armadillo is having us in there, and they work closely with Woodsy's. And then we're also sponsored by, we just got sponsored by Red Bull, so we're going to have all these Red Bulls there too. And there's so many local businesses like Franklin Square Deli, there's Guy's Pizza, Rolling Scones, Kent Sportswear, Brandon and Kent. There's so many local businesses that are going to be there and celebrate this event.
That's so wonderful. So with these sponsors, how did you go about getting them?
So we have a committee in DSP, the marketing committee, right?
Yes.
And there's around 20 people, and we meet every Tuesday. And we just came up with the idea, just kind of like door to door, but for business to business. So I guess business to business sales. So we go in there and say, hey, we can advertise for you. We can get your name out there, and also we can get you associated with all these students that go to Kent if you help us sponsor the event. And and that's how we got them involved. And all these sponsors, they're the most awesome people in the world.
That's
so
wonderful to hear.
Heck yeah.
That's so great. So the question, you said there's 10 bands, right?
Yeah.
Do you know any of the bands' names off the top of your head right now?
Let me see if I can name them all. So there's, first of all, playing first, Dead in the Water, and then we have Soju Bomb, Pandori, The Breaks, The Days, Retro Vertigo. Geez, there's a lot. Sunset Revival, Sunset Drive, two Sunsets, different bands. And then there's a couple other ones. I'll post them on the Instagram. Check out the Instagram. You'll see the rest of them.
You should. So you mentioned a charity involvement with this. Where's the money going to? Is it all going to that charity? Is it split?
Yes.
How's that working?
So the whole thing behind this event is we're advertising DSP. We're marketing DSP. We're not trying to make money. Any money that we leave with any sort of profit goes directly towards PCLC and Aspire. This is a marketing event, and so we want to get everybody involved and market the community, right? We don't want anything out of it besides to benefit everybody.
That's wonderful. So this event's tomorrow at the Dusty Armadillo, right?
Duh.
What time?
It's going to be at 5 p.m.
Okay.
Doors open, and then the first band goes on between 5:50 and 6.
Okay. Now, for the sake of Adam, I'll say this. Have you ever thought about adding a trumpet to one of your two personal bands that you're a part of?
Yes. And, we've had a couple of jam sessions with trumpet guys, but, we kind of, I think we cover some songs where, like, for example, we had this one song by Sublime. I can't remember the name of it. But they have a trumpet solo. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Totally forget. But that's more like ska. But we kind of prefer the I guess, electric to it.
Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah.
That's so interesting. What instruments are included with your band, real quick?
Oh my goodness. Soju Bomb, I would say. So we have drums, electric, bass, and a singer. The basics, and then Bitter, pretty much the same setup with an extra guitar.
Bitter. Repping the merch.
Repping the merch.
Do you have any last minute thoughts or anything you want us to know before tomorrow?
Yeah, go on Kent Rockoff Instagram, follow the Instagram. Tickets are on sale right now for $8. It's gonna be awesome. The whole community is gonna be there, and we're hoping it's gonna be a freaking blast. You can win prizes in between sets for like best dancing and stuff like that. There's gonna be raffles, and yeah.
Perfect. That sounds wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming in today, but viewers, don't go anywhere because this hot take is blazing in.
In my opinion, Sage and Kramer have the worst hot takes on this show. Sage just spews random nonsense, and that is wrong most of the time, and Kramer just complains about the weather. Cass, what are your thoughts on their hot takes as a whole?
I think that's a very accurate assessment.
Thank you.
I took over.
Could have done standing
Can I
ovation, but
add a
was like,
point though?
Yeah.
Ours seem to get chosen a lot more than everybody else's, so somebody likes them.
Yeah, but I mean, half the time you're just wrong.
Okay.
You're just wrong all the time.
Okay.
All of yours is just complaining
about the weather.
Let me.
Oh, it's too hot out when it's 50 degrees.
Yeah,
It's so hot.
exactly.
I want it to be negative 35.
I've never said negatives.
That's your
But it's
critique.
what it feels like.
never
But
said
that's what you.
negative.
But that's what you sound like. though.
I've never said negatives. This is a
Okay.
gross accusation. I've never said
Let
negatives.
me.
Get it
Let
right.
me speak my
Get it
mind on
right.
this, okay?
Go ahead.
I agree with the Kramer part of that. That's what
Oh, and you would, right?
I thought we were on the same side here.
we'll get there. But the thing that makes a hot take good is the fact that it's bad and it's a bad take. That's what makes it hot. That's what makes it unable to be handled. That's what makes it can't be a hot take if everyone agrees with it.
Like everybody else's, most people agree with. Ours is the only one that actually get discussions going on.
Yeah, but when everyone disagrees with it, it's not
I
a hot take
mean,
either.
we could go back a
Yeah,
bit.
it
to
is.
the-
How I see
Can
it.
we circle something you said? Shrimp is to what? What did you say?
It's not good.
You said,
no.
You said shrimp is to what chicken think like most or something.
Yeah, shrimp is what chicken is to most.
Yeah.
No one has
What?
no one
Shrimp is to what
No one is
chicken
a
think
I
is what you just said.
something
Shrimp is to what chicken think.
Shrimp think of
Shrimp is
chicken.
to what
It's a
people
fact.
think
what
chicken
shit-
is.
what?
was like,
English?
I think we meant to say shrimp is the chicken of the sea.
no, that's
No,
not what
that's
she-
not-
That makes sense, but that's not what she said.
I don't think shrimp walk like chicken.
I think I was just saying that like a lot of people say that like chicken and shrimp taste very similar.
No, they
No,
don't.
they don't.
No,
That's
they
what
don't. That's
that
just
is what
wrong.
everyone in my life has ever told me except for you guys. And I don't like shrimp. It's gross. It doesn't taste like chicken.
I agree.
What people are you around
Well,
to where they say
No one
like
has ever. You're the first person ever who has
Exactly.
I've never heard
to
that before.
shrimp.
Do you hang around people with feeding tubes? Because I'm sure that's what their take is.
No, it's just goodness. It's just how like I whatever.
Listen, you
My
gotta get
hot
your
takes are
protein
good.
somehow, you know.
Oh, I mean, we could go back a bit to like last season, cause like I know that I said the hot take that peppermint is the best seasonal flavor, and that got me some looks. Okay.
Yeah, you're
think
going
I'm- I
back.
think I'm getting one. I think
Going
I'm getting
back
one right
so
now.
far for just one. Just one hot
That was
take.
like probably the
Just
only time I
single
did
time
it,
that
cause
Kramer
like
talks
So it's the only time that you've done it. How many times have me and Sage has been there?
because you guys
single
always
time-
put ones in there, they always get chosen.
Every single time you talk a lot on the hot take, it's weather related. And I want to
Or,
clear something
hang
up.
on, I
Last week we had a weather related hot take. Kramer after the show. Can we stop doing weather hot takes? No one ever agrees with me.
Wait, hang on. No, you're the one who said that.
No, I
Everyone
did
else
not.
was saying, hey, it is in writing. You said, can we stop doing weather hot takes? You
think we
said
all
that.
said
I
that.
did
all
not
It was
said
one of
that,
you
but
two that
walked
said
in,
it.
You were like, no one ever agrees with me on weather hot takes. They get annoying.
When have
wonder why.
This is blatant lies. I've never said that once.
It was one of you
I
guys
have
that
never
like brought it
said
up
that.
last week.
Everyone else keeps bringing it up. That's like, oh, can we stop doing weather hot takes? Can we stop doing weather hot takes? And you know what I said that time? Sure. I agreed. It was in the studio.
But every single time you talk the most on hot takes, unless it's your own, like what? The coffee hot take.
Yes.
The flavor hot take.
I don't-
You rarely talk.
'Cause
But
I
when
don't
it comes
drink coffee.
to
The weather,
when
you
it
talk
comes to
the
weather,
most.
Because it's a funny bit. Everybody gets mad at it. It's hilarious.
Everyone has their niches.
and then
Niches.
It's just canon that you just don't have good hot takes.
Yeah.
The fact
I
that
want
they're
to talk about the
bad
one
makes
that you
them
said
good.
like a rhino was a good pet or whatever.
Yes,
you
that
said.
is
In what world? In what world?
No, she said a rhino is like a dog.
Yeah,
That is what she said.
In what world?
A rhino is what shrimp
Rhinos
is
are
to
like
dogs, or
dogs.
to chicken.
Deadly dogs.
No.
So you
big
want
puppies.
so you just
No,
want to
they're not.
so you just want like a freaking like this size rhinoceros with a horn that can literally just ram into anything. That's what you
Yeah,
want?
it would protect me. I would train it to protect me.
That's not how that
Oh
works.
my
Have you
God.
seen Gladiator?
No.
Doesn't work out well.
Or any movie ever.
I'll be honest. There is a rhino in Gladiator.
Okay.
Like.
You're telling me you guys wouldn't want to have like a giraffe for a pet?
I
Where would it
would.
fit?
Where would it go?
If it behaved like a dog.
That thing's gonna go to the
Whatever.
ceiling. Oh my gosh, this has been hot. But that's all we have for you. Thank you for joining us today, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at The College Voice BSC, and to follow us on Instagram at TheCollegeVoice_KSU.
But Black Squirrel Entertainment is not finished yet. For all your local news, stay tuned for KSTV's newscast at 6 p.m. Also, tune into the College Voice podcast on BlackSquirrelEntertainment.com. We'll see you next time.
Everything sucks.